I got a little something from the art shop. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I've got a few bits and bobs that I'm going to take you through this month that I picked up throughout the month. Look what we have first of all. Art Creation Sketchbook, 12 by 12 centimeter. It's the square one. I'm nearly finished with this, which was a Kangaroo. So to give you an idea, this one I did like a kind of mini review of on my channel. I'll link that here. I compared a couple of cheap sketchbooks. So it's the Talons one is a bit shorter and a little bit wider, but yeah, so that one. And then the other thing I bought during that visit to the art shop, which the only reason I got it is it was at the till. But look, it's a new brush type of Posca pen, coral, my favorite color at the moment, brush shaped. So we'll test that out. I also put in an order for a couple of my favorite pencils that every time I go to the art shop they don't have them available. I don't think I have one here. It might be that's in my little pack. Yeah, the extra soft black Pip oil-based pencil. I love this pencil. I've lost one. This is all I've got left. Every time I go to the art shop to pick up a couple more, they never have it in stock. So I complained the last time, which is when I got these, and said, when are you going to get it? And they were like, oh, we can order them for you. Well, that was weeks ago and they still haven't arrived. So I might have to get some in the UK, but I love this pencil. So that's that for that little bit. If I get any more bits, I will come back. I realized I forgot to show you this. So let's give it a quick shake. This is the brush Posca pen. Looks like this. Let's see how it works. I'm not sure how to do it without damaging the nib because it's saying to shake it and then push down on it. That feels like it's gonna... I'll report back. Okay, it is flooding now with colour. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So I can get multi-lines. Yeah, I think that's a winner actually. The test is whether it leaks or not, because when I get Poscas, normally they leak, which irritates me. But that's cool, I like that. Better not close it because it'll stain my book. Hey friends, it's early August and this has just been delivered. A blender pencil and a full blender. I've never used either of these. I have a blender pencil that's, here's one I prepared earlier. Derwent, which I got last year or the year before. I've only just started using it. So you can see it's only a fraction shorter. And I was enjoying it. And somebody said that the Gouache one is better. Universal colorless oil and wax based mediums, gloss effect and color protection, I can't speak, against water and UV. Ideal for blending and glaze techniques. This is the stick that I'm most curious about. Olga Babic, who is a Ukrainian artist, uses this thing. I've seen it in some of her Patreon videos. It's a full blender. I have no idea how it works. I don't know, but I figure I will test them out. I don't know if I'll test them out with you right now because I've got things to do. Hey, I am just recording this quickly because I have to leave. But this is a sketchbook that I really enjoyed using. It's the Kangaroo. I've got a video on this one. It's almost finished. So this has arrived. I thought I'd open it with you very quickly. This is really hard to do one-handed. And this is the only place that I've been able to find these online. We've got a green one this time. 140 GSM paper. It's exactly the same size. Look at that. Exactly the same. So now, right just in time, I can take this to the UK. I feel like I should expand upon this. These sketchbooks are super cheap. They're like €3. I don't know how much they would be where you are. I will add a link in the description if I can find one. But they're called Kangaroo. I've loved using the other one. It's wider than a Talons. So a Talons stops about here. This is A6. And I just love the size. I really enjoy this sketchbook at the moment. So there you go. If there are any other bits, I will add them into my art haul video. Good morning. I wanted to show you some little bits that I got. It was our anniversary and they're kind of art related, so I thought I would put them together with the rest of my arty hauly. First step, look at this gorgeous card. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to show you the inside because it's personal, but it's this illustrator Eva Morale and lots of information about the bird. But look at that, isn't that gorgeous? David got it, he saw it and he thought I'd really like it, and I do. It's like a lino cut. Beautiful, love it. And then, so these have obviously been opened because I opened them the evening he gave them to me. Oh, look at that. It's funny because I took it out when he gave it to me and I said, oh my gosh, is it Matt Illustrator whose calendar and diary? Let me see if I can find the diary. So this is the diary of 2025. I've ordered the 2026 one for David because he really likes the style. It is digital collage. I thought it was all humanly created on paper collage when I first got this, but then I saw how he works on Instagram and actually it's digital collage. But it was here. So it's this person, Matt Johnson. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. And Dave was like, yes, I thought you'd think that. That's why I thought you'd like it, because it looks very similar. And this is by an artist called Angela Harding. It's a notebook, which is great because I always need a notebook. But then he said to me, he kind of gave it away because he was like, I know that you like to write things in and like you need book things to put things in. He said, but that's got lined pages. And then when he gave me this one, I was like, oh, it's a sketchbook. He's like, how do you know? I was like, because you told me lined pages, and the opposite of lined is unlined, which means plain paper, which means it'll be a sketchbook. But is this not the most beautiful? It's the same artist that did this one, and it's just so beautiful. I'm so happy. I love a good sketchbook. This is the absolutely stunning same artist, as I said, and it's plain. The quality of paper, so this is the bookshop that he bought it from, Walter's Bookshop, which is where my friend Yulia had some of her work. It's just regular sketch paper. Like, I wouldn't be able to use water-based materials on it, but I can definitely use colour pencils, or Neocolors, all that lot. Acrylic markers probably, so I'll test it out. But how beautiful is that? It's a big size as well. I love a big sketchbook. And it has 2 ribbons. You know how I feel about ribbons, so I can find my page. So that was my little anniversary gift from my other half. And then I'm going to keep this paper because it's great for collage. So I shall put this in my collage stash. Hello, I'm back from the UK and I got some bits. So I thought I'd just record this quickly so it can go into my autumn art haul. I haven't had an art haul for a while because of various reasons. So I've got 3 things here. I am going to show you this first, but I might clip that out because I haven't checked with the person who sent it to me whether it's okay to include. This is the most beautiful handmade sketchbook from Kerry. She's been here on our channel for years and she made, it's so beautiful. Look at this. It's a concertina sketchbook. It's double-sided. It's weighty and beautiful. And I am so excited to use it. Look at that. Different textured papers. How cool. Got a white, off-white. I'm very excited about this. She sent it to my dad's. And I think it was in early September now. And I picked it up when I was home in October. I love it so much. Kerry, I'm sure you're watching this video. Thank you again so much. I'm going to treasure it. It is beautiful. Thank you. I also, so I've been waiting weeks for my local art shop here in the Netherlands to send me pencil. Well, actually 4 because I ordered 4 and I still haven't heard anything, so I've given up that they'll ever get them. But the Pitt oil based extra soft, my current one is down to about here now. It's really stubby, so I needed a new one, so I went on to Jackson's knowing I was going to be in the UK. I ordered this one, and we also have a couple more colours. I'll swatch them out for you so that you can see what they are. But we have a Holbein Forget Me Not, a Holbein Sky Mist, a Holbein Sea Fog, a Holbein Coral. And then this one had been mentioned on a Patreon session. Derwent Colour Soft Pale Orange. I need to get stickers off because you know how Jackson's put stickers on everything. So I'll do that off screen and then we can swatch them. And then this is something that my dad made for me. It's so heavy. It's made from solid wood and he marked it so that I'd know which side was up and which side was down. It's really heavy. It's heavier than my laptop computer. It has these wing nuts. And I posted on Instagram to see if anyone could guess what it was. You ready? How cool is that? So when I was home in the summer, I was saying to my dad that I really wanted to start making my own sketchbook because I had done, I had made this one. I'll link this process here. This is a glued sketchbook and it's not amazing because it's falling apart. And my intention was always to at some point proper do sewing of books. That's not proper English, sewing of books. I also want to create an album of sorts, for like a guest album for when we get married, and I want to create it by hand. I want to sew it. Anyway, so I had said to my dad about it would be great to have he's put this bit of paper in there to hold it down. It would be great to have some kind of press. And he was like, really, ding dong, how would I do that? And I was like, well, you know, if you had 2 lumps of wood and you had screws, like think of it like a flower press. And he was like, well, how big would you need it? I said, well, no bigger than A4, as long as I can fit an A4 piece of paper in. And should we do the A4 test? You can fit an A4 piece of paper in. See, he's a clever man, my dad. But yeah, so these were very bouncy before. They've been pressing all the way from the UK to here. And this is just, I think it's Sea Whites of Brighton cartridge paper from a big sketchbook that I took out. I tore the pages, they were A4. I tore them in half lengthways, and then I folded them in half, and then I divided it into, I think I had signatures of 3. So 3 pages, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 3 pages per signature, and there are 8 signatures here. And I'm going to make a cover, and I'm going to sew it together, and it's going to be fabulous. But I need to trim all the gnarly bits, because there was a lot of gnarly stuff on this. And then it's going to be lovely, and I'm really excited. And I was so thankful to my dad for creating it for me, because is that not just the brilliant kind of homemade flower press / sketchbook clamp maker thingy that a girl needs in her life? And then I just pop it straight on like so, and then these winglets just hold it all in place, and I can tighten it with that. They do go down further at the edges, of course, than in the center, but I've got clamps, so I can also add a clamp either side if I feel that it needs it. And I'm really chuffed. See? How cool is that? So Par, if you're watching this, because I know sometimes you watch my videos, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. Here in the Netherlands, in the town where I live, there's a store. It's like a vintage shop. I'm just going to raise you up. I can't find my mic, so I apologize if this audio is a bit squiffy on this one. I had seen this at a vintage charity shop kind of thing here in the Netherlands, and I walked past it so many times. It was in the window, and it was marked up with a little tag that said £2.50. I was like, why has it got a tag for £2.50? That's like so cheap. The reason being is because it's not attached at the back anymore. Now you're sitting there thinking, Evie, what has this got to do with us here on an art channel? Hold with me, I'm going to explain it. It's taped here, and when I take it off, it's taped on the inside. Now this is something I can fix, because this is basically like my job, right? But look, we have a little zippered pocket. What could I put in there? Ooh, paintbrushes maybe, water brushes maybe, my palettes. What could I put in here? Let me show you. If I wanted to just potter around the house, could I just grab a few pieces of art supplies, like my pencils or maybe my paintbrushes, and take myself to another area in the house and have this perfectly fabulous gadget for doing so? Yes, I could. Am I likely to? Well, I don't know. That might be a little bit excessive. But the reason I'd been eyeing it up for weeks on end was simply because I thought it'd be great for putting pots of pencils in and taking it around the house. So if I wanted to sit in my egg chair and draw, I don't have to take like all of my jars. Let me show you what that looks like, because this is quite weighty, and it's great because I can see them all, but I don't need all of the jars with me at any time. Oh no, everything's falling. At any one time. So I could just, if I was doing something with like yellows and greens and blues, I could just take those 3 jars and put them into here. And I just thought it was a genius idea, because this by itself is really heavy, and this is not really heavy. And it has a strap, but this doesn't really work so great. This is a bit gnarly. It's got a front pocket. Look. I could put stuff in there. I just thought it was really cool, so I might turn it into an art kit of sorts. We'll see. But I thought it should be included in this art haul because I got it for the purpose of art stuff. It's very, very cool. I'm very excited about it. I just realised I haven't actually swatched these out, so I'm going to do that with you now quickly on this page. So we've got Sea Fog to begin with, and it's a lovely kind of like pinky mauvey colour. It's really pretty. And then we've got Coral. You know how much I love a coral. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This one reminds me of a luminance colour. I can't think what it is at the moment. Then we've got Sky Mist. So these are all Hawaiians. Oh, yum. Then we have another blue, Forget Me Not blue. I've got their Sax blue, which I love, and I've got another subtle blue that I can't remember, that's more of a grey blue. And I thought I could probably do with another blue, because blue's a good colour, and that's beautiful as well. And then we have the pale orange Colour Soft from Derwent. Look at that. I had way more in my Jackson's basket, but I couldn't justify actually buying more. Pit Oil Base Extra Soft. This is the one I wanted, but I had to pay postage, and I was like, I'm not paying £3.50 for postage for a pencil that costs £2 something. So that is why I have extras as well. Cool, huh? So those are my pencils. Hey friends, apologies because I'm a bit snotty and gross. I've got some more bits to share with you in my little art haul. I've been gathering bits over the months, and I thought I would just take you through a few more bits. So I'm going to start off with this, which is light blue permanent acrylic. It's actually way smaller, it's 22 mils, but I needed it as a sample for something we're working on in the garden. I need to check with my other half whether it's the right color. Looks like a beautiful color. Another thing which I already opened, but I want these for my October art challenge so I can work better with pastels, dry pastels. They're cheaper. I think they're like €2.99 for 20, so still a bit more expensive than I wanted to spend, but much cheaper than the official soft tools that you get with the pan pastels. So I'm going to test these out, hopefully use them in October for that month's challenge. So that's exciting. Something which I got during the summer, like late summer, so I could use it out and about. I haven't tested it yet. I think this was on a special offer. But it's one of those things that you can sit on and keep your bottom dry and warm. It's not quite what I imagined, which is probably why I haven't tested it yet, but it was like €6. Try Nordic. I'll link all these things below if you want to try them for yourself, by the way. But it does fold up so I can pop it into my bag easily. I just need to test it. Maybe I'll get to test it this autumn because I don't think I'm going to have time in the summer. So I can put too much of a shadow there. The sun's really bright at the moment. You can tell from the packaging where this is from. I don't often shop there, but the item in it was significantly cheaper than elsewhere and times are tight. So this is also for my October challenge, light pink acrylic, small enough that I can take out and about, getting color on a page, basic. Yeah, it's just a light pink. I thought it'd be handy to have with. And then when I was home in the summer, my dad offered me my mum's old pencil extenders, but they didn't fit with any of my pencils. So I figured I would get these. Now these are like 13 or 14 euros in my local shop, maybe more than that, I can't remember, but I know I saw them and I was like, oh, no. And I managed to find them on offer for like €6. So whoop. Okay, that's a different angle, but I think you're not going to fall down. I'm a bit out of sorts at the moment. Yeah, I've got you wedged up now, so hopefully you won't fall down. So this is something, I don't earn a lot from my YouTube channel. It's not very much at all, but when I do get a payment come through, I like to use it to treat myself to something that's arty. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to get it open without scissors, and I don't want to get up and unplug my mic. Should we just rip it? Now, this is something I've been looking for a while. It's a blending sponge, and it has some, it's actually bigger than I thought it would be, considering it's only 15 mils. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but apparently it's really good for blending color pencils. And again, it's something I want to try for my October art challenge. I don't want to smell it. No, it smells like lemon. So it's the safest solution for an artist, apparently. So I'm going to test it with my color pencils, with my oil pastels. It says to moisten tortillon stumps and shapers. So I'll probably use it with a brush as well. Do not overfill. Color pencils and pastels. I just thought it would be something, it's been on my list for a while, and the postage from this company, Pencilin, was way cheaper than elsewhere. So because half of it's, I'm going to close that because it's got personal information in that. Half of it's the postage cost, isn't it, when you order these things? I think this was €10, and I'd looked for it in the UK and it was a lot more. And then of course I got the hassle of either shipping it or bringing it back. And then this is a brush, Rosemary & Co. DFX Stippler. So I saw this used in a, can you see that? I've forgotten the name of her Patreon, Debbie. I think it was her that used something similar. It was more of a blending brush by a company I cannot get hold of here in Europe. I don't know where she got her brushes from because she's based in Germany. Anyway, they had a bunch of rosemary on here, and it's a stippler, and I was like, that could work, the texture. So, and it was like maybe €5, which I thought was astonishing for Rosemary & Co. because I know that they're quite expensive. But I thought it'd be good for getting like texture, but also preloading paper or prepping paper with texture to work on top of. So that's it. So I think that's all of the things. I think there's one more thing that I'm waiting on, but I don't know when it'll turn up. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed that kind of late summer autumnal art haul. I'll be back very soon with another video. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below if you've had experience with any of these or got your eye on something or have recommendations. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Take care. Bye.